R6 like way back in the day with some homies. But I saw this come across my feed earlier on YouTube while I was at break on work or on break at work, and I don't know. I was curious about it. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm gonna watch it right now, and we're gonna see what happens. Because apparently, like from what I've heard about it, like I don't know, it's pretty sad. I don't know your definition of sad, but it's definitely for people in the position that these people are in. It's definitely pretty sad.
April 5th, 2025, open qualifiers for the European Challenger League is being played. A Tier 2 league that if you qualify for it and win, you make it to Pro League. But a tweet surfaces about a player kinda just looking at other players through walls. And they're storming through the bracket. Match replays come out, Twitter becomes a firestorm of a debate, and a full-blown, shocking PC check investigation happens. Today I'll tell you the entire story of Siege's most recent big cheating scandal in the pro circuit, as well as the severe importance and lack of sufficient current anti-cheat systems and what that means for the game. Let's get right into it. Hear any audio outside? Like, remember, you have to shoot glass off windows to hear audio right now, so he's doing a spawn peek. That's a box. Hold on. Chat, when the Legion's shooting, the Doka's behind a box. What? Round one, this shit's blatant as fuck. What? 2 matches before qualifying for Challenger League, Turks LFO, a very well-known and well-respected Turkish team in EU, faces Entropy. And here, a player named Slash is playing a bit too well. He's looking at this guy through the wall! There's a door! That's the... Yo, buddy! The angle's on the left! Buddy, the doorway's there! Buddy, doorway's on the left, hold on the right!
I know, like, some people that doesn't look sus, especially with, like, sometimes you actually just look at people through walls, right? But at a high level like this, like, you definitely don't make those little mistakes. Like, he's aiming at the door right there at this high of a level. Some people who are in, like, lower elos or just, like, play casually for fun, like, that's one thing, like, crosshair placement isn't on people's mind that much. So it's like him looking there, like, that could have been a coincidence. But, like, I don't know. That definitely was fish. That definitely was fishy.
Oh, he moved! You're gonna move your mouse right when he moves! Oh! Entropy end up beating Turks, and while Turks, being reasonably suspicious at this guy playing with too much confidence and info, provided the match replay to the admins and asked for an investigation. Their plea was shockingly denied by the admins. And as the last...
Yo, wait, what is this? Yo, that is absolutely crazy. I don't know. If you ask, should it not be like I know it's to their discretion, but like, how do you not look at some of the clips and be
before
like,
they took to Twitter to publicly
this guy
share
might be
the
fishy.
match replays to make their voices heard.
Very, very politely, from one professional to another, I respectfully, strongly disagree with that decision, and I would respectfully implore the admins to reopen the case and attempt at finding integrity upon which the competitive scene is built on.
Now, most Twitter just bought this as blatant cheating. Oh my god, how come they could let this guy through and beat this team and they move on to the next round? But some of Twitter, obviously, was like, hold on, this could just be audio. Like, this guy's got audio in the closet. That's the reason he did take his reticle away from head high on the door so he didn't swing him. That is a pro play. That's why these guys are better than you. But more justifiably so was the actual teammates of the guy being...
That's not necessarily true. If we go back to that door clip, wherever it happened at, whenever he's looking at him at the door right here, if he heard noise, I guess there's a mirror right here that got busted out, or a Habana. But nonetheless, you're not looking right here. You're not. You're looking here if you heard him over there. So that's kind of some BS. I don't buy that.
So was the actual teammates of the guy being first to kind of argue back against one or two clips. In a statement, the captain and IGL of the team, Froxy, said, "Hello dear R6 community, we are fully aware of the situation surrounding our player Slash, and we act to express that we are committed to providing any evidence necessary to demonstrate that he's not cheating. We do not accept that a few clips alone are being used as definitive proof to accuse someone of cheating with 100% certainty."
Yo, just real quick, I have to point out, I don't want to pause too many times, but he's using he's using his face cam as like a reader, like a guide to read the sentences, so none of them get blocked out by his face cam for his viewers. That's I don't know. That's funny.
We are open to communication and actively welcome suggestions of what kind of data or evidence could help clarify the situation. Slash is currently working on generating a memory.dmp file, and we are happy to share with anyone who would like to examine it. Let us be clear, we would never knowingly be playing with the cheater. At the same time, we ask you to understand our perspective. We have known Slash for over 3 years, played boot camps and lands with him, and simply cannot accuse someone of cheating without solid, irrefutable proof, especially when the clips in question can be reasonably explained with voice comms, cams, or in-game context. They ask for our patience. They say they're distancing themselves from Slash. Very mature response. In my opinion, extremely reasonable response, right? I would do the same thing in Froxy's situation here, because it's not just Slash's reputation on the line. It's Froxy and his teammates, the team Entropy themselves. Their reputation and honor is on the line if they want to continue competing in the game, which is their dream, right? They want a bit more evidence because we've seen coincidence headlocks by like CSGO pros, like Flusha. I mean, so we gotta have some sort of objective measurement that isn't subjective review of clips, but an objective hard data evidence on whether this claim is true. And well, boys, that's where I come in. Having experienced running a 10-man server once in the past, I said, let's get one of those PC checkers on the case and make sure he doesn't factory reset his PC, which would ultimately dodge the PC check, right? Now, you may be thinking, a PC check seems a little bit too extreme, but it's required because for those who don't know, the current Siege required anti-cheat is a program called MOS. Now, what does MOS do? MOS essentially tracks all your processes that are happening in the game. While you're playing, while you're running MOS, it tracks all your keystrokes that you're inputting during the game and when they happen, as well as taking a screenshot of your monitor every once in a while you're playing. Shout out No Hope for creating this program and being the gold standard for Siege for the longest time, but being the program that got Shaiko banned, obviously, throughout the course of the years, it's been pretty easy to bypass and at times a little bit unreliable. It's not the best anti-cheat, to say the least.
Okay, wait. So I don't know exactly how, like, as of right now, how they play like the Pro League like standard is for their games, or how many online games they have, or even like tournaments, lands. But how do you cheat against the pros in front of an audience with anti-cheat? And I don't know how long this guy's been playing, but for however long he played, he probably got away with it. If he's cheating now, he was probably cheating then, like for a good while of however long he's been playing video games. So the fact that he's just now getting found out like this recently happened is crazy to me, actually.
And thus, thanks to Froxy, the team captain's cooperation, we were able to get Slash and a PC checker reaping in a call together and begin the investigation. I believe right now you're using a software to essentially control his computer right now. Am I correct? Like AnyDesk?
Yeah, currently I'm using AnyDesk. I got the go-ahead from everyone on their side. They were completely fine with it. It just sped up the entire process.
Awesome.
Alright. I really don't want to break any hearts here. Alright? But I know we just started this check, but off rip, here at the top, if you're watching, these are all cheat loaders.
At this point, I like spot the cheat loaders. They're towards the bottom of the log file, all the random numbers and letters, the 6, 7 E's. Immediately, the second I open this, I'm like, all right, the check's kind of over. Like, there's cheats here. Yeah. Yeah, right there. There's a lot of cheat loaders in here. You can tell they're cheat loaders because of how the names are randomly generated. They do this to avoid signature detection. So every time you make a new, you inject, they make you have essentially a new application, a new loader. That's why we're going to see multiple of these throughout the video.
Is that cheats for wall hacking in Rainbow, something like that?
Yep.
Can you check it?
I can.
Can you check it when he use it for the last time? When he use it?
You know what? Are you watching the screenshot still?
No, because you know what? Like, even though he used cheats, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, did he use the cheats while he was playing professionally, like in a game? Like, did he compromise his integrity? But even still, then, if he's cheating outside of the game, it's one of those things. I feel like you don't want that. You don't want that. That's like a disease. It's like a cancer. Once it gets in the league, that's just it's bound to spread. Like, that's not a good look on the league to have that in there, anyways. So I don't agree with that. Even if this was found and they didn't ban him anyways, that's still crazy.
The screenshot still?
I'm watching, yeah.
Okay, I'll check what I can right now for you. So I can check the times and dates, some of these months. If they're here's one of them actually. Here's the date.
Take a look at that date. Don't worry about any of the details. That will all explain later. 05/04/2025. For those American idiots, these are German players. That is a German European date, a non-American date where the day comes first. That is April 5th, 2025, the day of the qualifiers, that this guy ran one of these suspicious cheat loader-like files. We still don't know if they're actual cheat loaders yet, which we'll reveal later, right? Reapin will reveal this later. But this is where emotions start to rise in the call. This is where Froxy starts to question Slash.
Yeah, it's
Wait, so run that back. He just said we know these are.
The date where the day comes first. That is April 5th, 2025, the day of the qualifiers, that this guy ran one of these suspicious cheat loader-like files. We still don't know if they're actual cheat loaders yet, which
Okay. He said I thought he said they were. I was like, wait, how are they and are they not the same?
which we'll reveal later, right? Reapin will reveal this later. But this is where emotions start to rise in the call.
I'll
This
make
is
us
where
food real quick.
Froxy starts to question Slash.
yeah, it's the qualifier date 5, right? Saturday. Just give me one sec, okay? Also Kevin, wenn das so sagt, bestätigst du, hast du gecheatet oder nicht?
Nein, habe nicht. Ich hab
Er
nicht
sieht
gecheatet.
es. Er
Ja.
sieht es.
Was soll ich denn machen? Ich habe nicht gecheatet.
Er sieht das und du deniest es noch, okay. How can you prove that this is really cheat? Because I'm just seeing the code, you know?
I'm showing you right now.
I'm just
actually.
seeing
Here
the
they
barcode.
are. You ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
This is from Nearsoft. They have a lot of forensics tools for free to use on their website. Browser downloads view will essentially show me everything he's downloaded from the browsers. This is most of the time during, checks with people who kind of know how to hide it a bit better. This is not really helpful whatsoever. Like these will be cleared completely.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, he didn't really know how to hide his cheats. So yeah, it's all butt ass naked out in the open here.
Yeah.
All right, we can start down here. This is Ring 1 loader. I can right click this and you can see the application name here that we checked earlier, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna right click this. I'm gonna hit copy download URLs.
Well, you would really think if being in a pro league for anything that you do ever in life competitively, that if you cheat, you'd want to cover it up really well, almost like, I don't know, Tom Brady did, where it's like people knew he cheated, but they couldn't prove that he actually cheated until after the fact whenever he admitted to it. But it's like you're actively playing, and there are ways to avoid detection, obviously, as they've talked about. So it's like, why are you not taking any precautions? Why are, like you said, they're butt ass naked out in the open? Why? Like, why did you not try and do some research on how to hide this shit and just let yourself get found out and now your teammates are absolutely destroyed? I wouldn't say destroyed, but they have to face the repercussions of your bullshit because you were so selfish. That's crazy to me. That doesn't make any sense.
It's the same. You can see the website it brings us to, ring1.io, loader.key. This is pretty much means he downloaded this cheat loader from this website. That's
Do you want to explain what Ring 1 is to the people that don't know? Because there will be people that don't know.
Why don't we just visit the website?
Oh, okay.
You go here, we go to the cheats page. They have a lot, like
Wow.
for a lot of games. And we see here at the bottom, we have these costs. Like these, to keep in mind, these are expensive as $69 a month. Like cheats are not cheap. Like they run your pockets.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty. Here's the menu, so we can see all the options and features that he had access to. You have like a little radar here at the top. You can customize like the boxes completely, like what a cheat normally is.
Wow.
You see everything.
I need something where I can really see when the website or something like that, because just from code I can't understand
this
it.
is it.
So
Look,
you can.
this is the website. You can see right here the website URL, arcticcheats.website. You have ring-1. That's this website right here. Ring-1 has cheats. They also have, where's Rainbow? Here we go. I'll move on. We can check. There's more. There's a lot of cheats here, actually. I'm not gonna lie. There's a fuck ton of cheats.
I never said I had never played with them. I only say I played with the cheats on the qualifier.
Für was hast du die Cheats benutzt, Kevin?
Kevin, also ganz ehrlich, ich habe mich damit unterhalten, 2 Wochen, 3 Wochen davor, wegen Cheats. Ich habe auch actually mir die gekauft, gebe ich auch echt zu. Aber ich habe die nie genutzt für Comp oder so. Ich habe mal auch in Rank reingeguckt und so, wie das funktioniert. Aber ich habe die nie für Scrim oder Rank für Comp genutzt, nie.
Can you see if he used this cheat? Was it that cheat that he used on like 3 days or 2 days ago?
I can check the dates, yeah. I can check when...
You know what I mean? I just need to see that too.
This is like... These are all really recent. These are all like within a few days. Like, you can see the dates here, right? You guys are looking? 04, 05. Unique loader. These 3 folders here are all cheats. You can see the website here. HTTPS, unique loader. These are the most recent ones. And if we keep going up, it goes to a month beforehand, March 26th. There's a different cheat.
He downloaded it on on 26th and 4th. Which one he used, or did he use something on 5th, like Saturday? That's the most important question for me. If he cheats, okay, there's one other thing, but if he cheats on the qualifier that we played, that's another point.
Alright, you see this cheat, this file name here? We're gonna cross-reference and check the last one.
Yeah, KHPO.
Yep.
Yeah. $77.
Wow. Just like bombshell. Bombshell. Literally, so yeah, like it's in EU dates, but yes, it's insane. It's literally the day after. He downloaded it a day before quals and ran it on the quals and then deleted after, and he thought he was gonna get away with it.
Can you show the...
How much more 4K can you get, bro? You literally had it in a line for him. They didn't even have... There wasn't anything to search for, bro. Like, we don't know what to look for, obviously, like, unless you know about cheats and stuff and shit like that. I modded Ghost Recon, and that was just... I had to have a YouTube video walk me through all of it. I couldn't figure it out. I eventually did, but it's like, we don't even, like, they're showing us what the cheats are, but I'm sure on some of the other screens, they were scrolling past cheats and we didn't know, like, it's crazy to think that his teammates have been friends for so long, so they're looking at their dude like, bro, you're so, like, imagine the conversations behind closed doors. Bro, you're so good, they think you're cheating. Like, bro, imagine they're just mad they don't have you on our team, right? And then this shit comes out, and you're like, bro, and you just brought the entire team down, man. Like, bro, I don't know. That would be a fucking trip, wouldn't it? Oh my god.
website from them?
Yeah.
Also?
So here, I'll right click here, copy web page URLs. Think about this website, it might be. We get into, it brings up the website here, says private loader system. This is the download. Obviously, they have a code ID. If this actually works, it will be able to download the cheat here.
Do you know what kind of cheat is that?
If he still has an active key, I can actually run this and see if it still works. That's up to you guys, though.
But right now you are downloading it, right?
Right
Yes.
now, I'm downloading it. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, just wait the 3 minutes and then go check it.
I can't read any of this. Can you hit yes?
Wait.
Alright, so this device ID here, cheat loaders will pretty much do this to make sure that people aren't sharing their cheat keys to other people. This is pretty much like a hardware ID. The cheat loader opened. Problem is, I can't inject without him typing in his serial key on his own.
I have no serial key actually, by the way. Aber ja.
Yeah, this would require me to get this serial key without him giving it to me. This would require me to check his emails for that key, which I don't.
Hast du diesen Serial Key, Kevin?
Ich hab keine. Du musst die kaufen.
Me personally, I don't like checking keys. That's like too much personal info in there.
I need
You have to think about it and
I need
write statements
because
so our reputation is not fucked.
because I'm shocked, you know. I'm shocked. I never thought about that, bro. That's the truth. I would never. I did, bro. He knows that.
We are
He's my friend.
very long.
We are friends for over 3 years, you know. And I defended him against everyone. Like on Saturday, they blamed a lot against us, and I defended him. And now it's open that he had cheats. He had cheats on this day, but he is declaring it. I need to take one cool step with the team, and after that it will come. I'm shocked right now. I don't know what to say. For real.
You know, at this point I feel really bad for Froxy, because you can hear the frustration, the heartbreak, and the betrayal in his voice, finding out that his teammate and a friend of 3 years has cheated. And honestly, I have full empathy for him. In that lobby, 9 people were chasing their dreams and they got fucked over by one person. Roxy releases a statement titled "The Breach of Trust and Disappointment, an apology and a step forward. Cannot thank Reapin enough for clarifying the situation." I'll go ahead and read the English part at the bottom. I want to sincerely apologize to the entire community, our fellow competitors, the organizer of our organization, and my behavior regarding the recent accusation against my longtime teammate Slash. I've known him for 4 years. We've been through so much together, through highs and lows, and when the first signs of possible cheating came up, I simply couldn't believe it. I defended him, not because I knew he was cheating, but because I couldn't accept that someone I played with for so long, someone I personally knew and considered a friend, would actually go down that path. Now we know there is concrete and undeniable evidence that Slash cheated, likely just before the first Challenge League qualifier. Then that's not only disappointed me, but truly hit me hard. It feels like I've lost someone I trusted for years. Someone who wasn't honest until he was caught. Those who know me know I'm very impulsive, I'm sometimes too emotional. I should have handled this situation more openly, critically, objectively. Instead, I let myself be guided by old bonds, personal feelings, and a certain naivety. I relied on my image of him instead of looking really closely. That was a mistake. This blind trust has not only weakened my own credibility as a player and teammate, it was especially bitter in a community that relies so heavily on mutually trust. As a team, they've done everything. They've contacted Blast, they've for an investigation, spoke with everyone they could, and in the end it was Reapin who brought the crucial evidence forward, which we owe a special thanks. He's in shock, he's disappointed, he's angry, he's sad. It's hard to put the feelings in the words. He recognizes his mistakes, he takes responsibility, he will learn from them, and he's sorry. And he will do his best to regain our trust. Now, in my opinion, by even agreeing to the investigation and condemning his friend afterwards, he showed me that he's a man of honor. Broxy and the rest of Team Entropy, they have my respect. And by standing up for him at first instinctively, that doesn't show that he defends cheaters. Okay? That shows...
No, man. That's just a real ass friend right there. If we're being honest. I mean, I know if somebody says my homie did something. We live in a innocent until proven guilty state, dog. What you mean my dog did it? Where's the evidence? And you know, if they prove he did it, well then we'll handle that from there. I cut people off all the time for doing shit right in my face like that. There ain't no room for it. So it's like, I don't know, that dude just costed them. I don't know how good that team was, but if they were actually good enough, like if they would have had a different fourth, or my bad, fifth, and got rid of him, or maybe he was still good enough without cheats, he just decided to. He just costed them like a once in a lifetime opportunity that, yeah, they could still achieve, but just set them back a whole bunch. It was like a wasted time, pretty much. I mean, yeah, they learned something from it, so it's not wasted time, but they could have been using their time to do a lot better things. Let's be honest.
Shows that he's just a good friend. Y'all would all want a friend like that to stick up for you instantly in a dark time, right? But to make his voice be more heard, to give him the courtesy for how professional and respectful he was throughout this entire process, I hopped in a call with Froxy to ensure that he could get his message out there. Okay, so I'm here with the team captain for Team Entropy, as I spoke on earlier. It's more of a heartbreaking betrayal than anything, and I absolutely don't blame him at all, and I really wanted to give him the chance to speak in this video, just so, he has his opinion there too. So, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to do to, maybe clarify things, clarify, how you feel about it, just, yeah, go ahead, the floor is yours.
Hello. First of all, yeah, the only thing that I wanted to say is I think I'm not really angry, but I'm really disappointed because we are talking about friendship over 3 years, and I never thought that he will cheat. That's why I defend him, of course.
We're talking about
But
family.
I never doubt, or I never tried to hide it. So at the first moment, I contact the admins from the Challenger League qualifiers I protest ourselves to take a good look on Slash, but they denied it because
Yo, wait. That's a man of the people right there. He didn't out his friend, but he was saying like, yeah, go ahead, like checking, like that's what I'm saying. If he's backing him up like this, those conversations to be a fly on the wall whenever he found out, like for real, like after this, like dude, and before, dude, you're cracked, man. You're cracked, and they think you're cheating. Like, no, I'm actually cheating, dude. Ha! It's so funny, man. Don't say that. Boom. This, and he was the one. He was the one saying, "Yeah, go ahead." That's crazy. Because if this didn't happen, if this guy, whoever came together to do this, if this didn't happen, if the community wasn't so great around games, and that there wasn't so many of us, if there wasn't a majority of people who paid attention with a certain skill set, this would have never happened, dude. And that's crazy. Like, I don't know. You don't see this happen in like regular sports with regular cheating allegations. Like, yeah, they do investigations on people, but this here, like going into somebody's PC and like they went all the way. Like they did the police job for him, pretty much. That's what this boils down to, and I fucking love it.
yeah, there was nothing very important on our wins, so the most fights was enough. And yeah, after today, it was 100% sure that he cheated. There was after that it was I can't describe my feelings. Not just me, the whole team.
Yeah, man. I mean, 3 years of friendship is a lot. Very, very heartbreaking. It's very much of a betrayal because, like I said, like in that lobby, there's 9 people just chasing their dreams, and all it takes for like one person to really break all of that. So yeah, and I want to clarify for everyone out there that Froxy led the investigation. He let the PC check happen. He coordinated it, and then you said you protested your own team actually during the qualifiers to get the admins to take a look at it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we protested ourselves.
Yeah. So I mean, I think a lot of people on Twitter and myself as well. Like, I cannot blame you for initially defending him, because that to me that does not show that you defend cheaters. That shows that you're just a good friend, right? I think anyone would want a friend who would stand up for them.
I'm not hating or anything, but does homie have some crazy ass bed head or what, dude? Oh my god, man, hopped straight up out of bed and got to work, and honestly, I don't blame you, dog. I wish I could be there. I definitely wish I could be there.
Immediately, without hesitation,
I
in a
love
dark
that.
time. And obviously, now that like the truth has been found out, like you're feeling pretty betrayed of that friendship.
Yes, of course. Like you said, I think when you have a friend in esport over 3 years, you will try every time to defend him because you think he's a very good friend. He's telling every time the truth, but at this case, I was wrong. I never thought. It was unbelievable. Not just for me. It was for T7 when we saw it live that he had cheats on his PCs on his PC, and that was the moment where everything for me stopped. Not just for me, for the team. And the craziest part is for me, we have the voice comms. You know, we have the POV from T7 from every scrim and every official, and we rewatched it after the clips that we saw, and he never give us the info or something that we can say, okay, he knows too much info, you know. I know
Yeah.
that my English is not that good, but I will try my best right here. And he was every time very calm, quiet, not that much info, but he was, since 3 years that I know him, he was always like that. So there was never something where the whole team talked about, okay, there's too much info from him without any drone. Never something like that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just one inside and yeah.
I mean, it's not, it's not your job or fault to necessarily like. Good on you to look back through every single VOD in the past. But yeah, it's not your job or fault for that. Is there anything else you want to particularly say for anyone or show anyone?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I'm the team captain from the team that I didn't saw it sooner. Um, I did my best after that, and that's the only thing that I can say for the whole team that we faced on the Challenger League qualifier. That I'm just really, really sorry, and I will give my best. I learned my lesson from that, and never trust a person, even when you know him over 3 or 5 years. That's one point that I
Damn,
learned from that.
Yeah,
he
and
gave him
I really
trust
appreciate
issues,
you.
bro.
For those who don't know, Proxy was,
I mean,
or
yeah,
is that how
yeah.
I say it correctly, Proxy?
Yeah, Frox is correct.
Yeah, Froxy was extremely professional through this whole process, stayed in contact with me and a bunch of other members of the community. We were talking through the whole thing, very courteous, made sure everything was done properly, made sure Slash didn't factory reset his PC, and he went through it and he upheld his morals in the end. So I honor you for that. I think everyone with a brain, with half a brain, would honor and respect you for simply just standing up for a friend in the beginning, but then upholding your morals of condemning it in the end, right? So I really, really appreciate you, and I just ask that everyone's really nice to the members of Entropy, right? And that I really hope that this does not discourage you guys, and you guys continue to compete in Rainbow Six Siege. If that's truly the game that you love, I strongly encourage you guys to continue competing.
Yeah, we
No, that is actually crazy. Like, he chose every right life choice. And the entire sequence of events that happened, he chose the right answer to all of them. He backed up his homie. He called for the check, and then he's giving this dude, well, the other dude, control of the PC to do a PC check, dude. And now he's admitting he's taking blame for it, even though like I don't know, that's just a bold, noble. That's a noble thing to do, really. Like that's a good dude right there. Like I'd want to hang out with this person in real life. Like if I came across somebody, this is the dude I want on my team. In anything, absolutely anything.
we will stay. The four guys, me,
He
D7,
showed a lot of
Shiggy, and
character with
such. We
this.
will of course stay because we love this game like everyone do. And of course, there was a lot of hate. That's one point that I wanted to mention. There was a lot of hate. Some guys, I think one guy wished me dead because I protected
It's
Cheetah,
crazy.
but that was never the case, like you said. And but I will stay every time for justice in this game, for online games, because myself I hate cheaters every time, and I will hate them, and I will do every time everything to go against them. That's my point, and I will stay always with that.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, man. And you stayed up until 4 hours before having to wake up for work.
Yep.
So thank you so much. Sorry about that.
No
And
problem.
yeah, I just hope to see you in Pro League soon, man.
Dude's Discord
I
picture
really
is
wanted
great.
to thank you, Fed, for your open communication and that you helped me. It's not normal that you saw my message, because you have a lot of followers. Often the kind of these accounts don't see the messages, And
Mhm.
I really wanted to thank you, and I also thank Sua and Jess for the help. Without you, there was no possibility, or my reputation will be already gone.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, and I'm really glad you had Jess and Sue as well. They're outstanding community members.
Yes, thank you very much, Fred. Thank
Of
you very
course,
much.
man. Of course, man. And there it is. A PC check surpasses Moss. Detects a cheat. It should be the gold standard, right? Let's just start PC checking everyone and making a ton of content catching cheaters. No, absolutely not. And I beg everyone to not click off this video because this is the part where I teach you community guys a
Tell me why, Vet! Tell me why!
very important lesson. Revealing a new
School us in
technology
something,
is a
man.
double-edged sword. One, it's really good for the community, but on the backside of that, it allows so that cheaters now have new knowledge and it can create new ways to avoid this said technology. In my original tweet, I said make sure he doesn't factory reset his PC. Well, because that's one way of dodging a PC check. If you use another PC or factory reset your PC, despite the fact that the script can see your download history even if you deleted them, which he did, you can still have ways of working around it by really getting into your computer's internals. And for that reason, it is my extreme opinion that if you dodge and deny a PC check, that you are immediately guilty. Because of the time that you can take between now and then to factory reset your PC, to get on a different computer, to fuck around in the registry, to do whatever it takes to hide those cheats, you are immediately guilty. Let's take, for example, a current
On the list of reasons to not cheat, not even one of those things came across my mind.
to hide those cheats, you are immediately guilty. Let's take, for example, to do whatever it takes to hide those cheats, you are immediately guilty. Because you dodge and deny a PC check, that you are immediately guilty. Because of the time that you can take between now and then to factory reset your PC, to get on a different computer, to fuck around in the registry, to do whatever it takes to hide those cheats, you are
The registry? I don't know what the fuck that is. The fact that people are like nerdy enough and are like, bro, you were in the league. Like you weren't in the league, but you were in a league, right? It's like why did you cheat to get there? Were you cheating while you were in there? That's my thing about the beginning is like now you don't know how long he was actually cheating for. So it's like I don't know, man, you just threw everything away. And it's like that, I don't know. People who cheat, I think something's wired wrong with their brain, dude. Because cheating at the end of the day is cheating. Like, if you're going to cheat on anything, I believe how you do anything is how you do everything. And if you cheat on a video game, then you got to spend, like, buku bucks on it. I know sometimes it's cheap. But for the most part, cheats are quite expensive, like they said before. Bro, I hate to sound like that guy, but go outside. Touch grass. Get some bitches. Something. Talk to them at least. Talk to a wall outside. Just go outside. The fuck?
immediately guilty. Let's take, for example,
Stop ruining other people's
current
day.
Tier 2 player playing in the same Challenger League as Stompin', Stompin' right here, Zim. Zim is an example of a player that ended stream and got DQ'd rather than agreed to a manual PC check during one of the rival roller tournaments that was happening back in January. And to the broader community now that you guys have this knowledge, you guys are like, oh my god, yeah, Zim's cheating, he look how childish he is, he's cheating, oh my god. And to the broader community, this may seem like the golden nail in the dagger. How is he even playing tier 2? He's clearly cheating. Why would he have a reason to dodge a PC check? Well, here's Zim's response, and blur out that part, Dapper, because, that part's a little bit immature. But Zim is actually not wrong at all in this situation to be cautious of a PC check. If you remember back during the part of the video where we're PC checking him, the reason I have my editor go through and manually black out so many things, and you know, they're not like that harmful things, they were just names, like, you know, the C users and then a name and then downloads, not that harmful, but still, there's lots of personal information that someone can get out of your computer, like hardware IDs, like, you know, maybe credit card info, whatever you might have stored on there during these PC checks. And there have been known weirdos in the PC checker community. For example, there's once this guy named Enz, and he was one of the most reputable PC checkers in the community. He was literally, at the time, the leading PC checker and the biggest 10-man server at the time. Later found out that this happened with Enz. I'm not gonna read it so that my video hopefully doesn't get demonetized, but just read it. Dapper, censor out like the middle of this word, these words right here, so that my video doesn't get demonetized. Please, God. But yeah, there's a whole Google Drive of evidence. It's pretty horrible evidence. I'm not gonna go through this video. You can go find this tweet on your own if you really want to. And there's a real weirdos in this community because it's a byproduct of
The R6 community is a strange place. I got it. I don't follow it as much anymore. I'm more of a COD kid, if I'm being honest. Yo, we are not perfect. We are a small percentage of people. But we are not like that. We're not weirdos. It's just, it's in fucking shambles. But none of this shit over there. Dude, this entire video has been a trip now. What the fuck? Alright, anyways.
Being a
That
PC checker,
got
that means
me.
you have to have likely
got me off
large
track.
knowledge on cheaters, meaning you once had close proximity with cheaters to know how these cheats works, and as a result, there's lots and lots of corruption. Lots of PC checkers, I was told about, would cover for their friends and purposely manipulate their PC checks to make it seem like their friends weren't cheating when it came time, and there had a lot of bias, there's a lot of corruptions, it's just a really weird space and a really sensitive area that we cannot just be like, oh, let's just PC check everyone and let's get the PC checker, get a PC checker. No, you can't do that because there's so much personal info at stake, and there's such a risk of the PC checker themselves being, you know, a malicious or a weird, strange person. As of right now, I relatively trust Reapin more than anyone else in that community. Now, that's not to say I trust him completely, because I don't. Right now, I just recently spoke to him, like, for the first time, literally the day of recording this video, right? Actually spoke to him in a call. The reason I somewhat respect his opinion is because he actually ended up distancing himself from the PC checking, cheat caching community a while ago because of how much he hated the weirdness of that community in general, and how some of his former friends, which he no longer likes to be their friend anymore or try to associate with them, acted in this community. So for that reason, I trust him more, right? But, you know, I really hope, for his sake, that, and it seems like he is so far, he seems like a good kid so far, but I really hope for his sake that he continues to uphold an honorable reputation, because that position of being a PC checker is that demands commanding immense respect and trust and honor and integrity as a person. So it is my personal request.
Yeah, no, I mean, he hit the nail on the head right there, really. Like, giving somebody access to your PC is like a crazy thing to do, and the fact that people can, I didn't know you could do that. Really, I knew people could get in and like get your credit card info, but I didn't know like that was a way either. I didn't know, like, you know, if you let somebody PC check you, they can get that shit. That's insane. Because like you said, yeah, it would be different if it was like, all right, you don't have to live stream everyone. Do you PC check? Just let the PC checker do it offline. And I'm pretty sure that's what they did here. But like, still, as he said, the PC checker can straight up just like write shit down, screenshot, print, fucking record, and then you're cooked. That's crazy. And I don't know if y'all saw the roast at like the beginning of this. Even before that, it was back here somewhere where he was calling the dude a weirdo because he wasn't letting PC check him. That shit was hilarious.
The community did not start just demanding witch hunts and just start freely PC checking everyone. Like everyone now, they're like, oh my god, time to PC check everyone. Moss is useless. Really, we gotta run PC checking strips on everyone. This is a very dangerous sentiment to withhold. I do not want to be the reason of a wildfire witch hunt spreading in the community because of the possible danger of people's information getting leaked, danger, corruption, and weirdo behavior that I just do not want to be the proponent of. It is not some sort of a gold solution yet. If we want to develop it, we need to do it in a safe, secure way. And honest to God, this is more technologically of a cybersecurity problem than it is even of a cheat detecting problem.
Yeah.
Right? If we were to make these scripts an application that was distributable and easily ran, the user information would have to be encrypted and protected and secured so incredibly well, and hopefully not even picked up by the software to the point such that we can detect cheats without even needing to compromise any user data. So if you do want a PC checking one, just make sure you do it safely. You make sure both parties understand the risks, and make sure to try to involve, unbiased third parties and people that have an upper reputation within the community, and be very, very particular about the people you deal with within PC checking that cannot tell me I didn't warn you. All right, don't go out there and start doing this in your tourneys. During my video, I made a comment about how if this guy wasn't a bot and just blatantly aiming at people through the walls outside of being a bot, that we really wouldn't have been able to tell. I think that statement is a scary one, because how about the people that actually know how to play the game and actually know not to just aim at a wall or to play with a little bit of caution? How many more cheaters are there in Siege, in our competitive scene? We've known about the rampant cheater crisis in Rainbow Six in ranked on PC, at least for the longest time possible. Ubisoft has done a great job of denying blatant cheaters through stat bans and detection software, but what about the closet ones? What about the competitive scene? Thankfully, the best anti-cheat we have in the pro play is flying someone out to LAN on a LAN setup. Unless you're forsaken at CSGO with War.exe, crazy pull. But for these online open qualifiers, if you're a pro team with a reputation up to uphold and you lose, it's almost like shameful to, just protest someone. You're like a sore loser for protesting them if you have suspicion of them. Oh, look at you, boo-hoo, you think enemy team's cheating all the time. I think this highlights perfectly how important it is to have a really sophisticated anti-cheat system set in place in any game ever that's multiplayer and competitive. Team Fortress 2 has such a big cheater problem that cheaters made up 15%, like about a sixth of the game's active player base population. One day, they had enough, and they banned all those players. That dip, that's 16.67, like a sixth of the population gets banned from the game. And what happened after that, And, companies might be scared of banning cheaters because, we're losing a big portion of our game's player base. No, the game over the next week skyrocketed in play count. Doubled its player count from like 50,000 to 100,000. 140,000 player count peak, the biggest of while for a game as old as Team Fortress 2, all because they eliminated the vast majority of cheaters from the game.
Okay, I understand that concept, right? But it's like, how many of them went right back to doing it? A sixth of the population. Then you doubled your player count. Is that what he said? Right? They doubled their player count, whatever it was. 142,000. What? How many of those people do you think are cheaters then? Like one of these dips right here, you have this dip right here. Then what about these little spikes? Oh, little hint of cheaters there. Started recouping. How do we know that's not the cheaters? That's not the cheaters. Or how do we know there's not some sprinkled in all of them? That's what I think happened. Some cheaters got in here, 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 here. There's always, bro. That's the bad thing about video games, especially PC video games, is cheating, dude. Like, it's one of those things where you're always chasing it, and unless you find a way to make the penalty for it so extreme where it deters at least like 90 to yeah, it would have to be about 90% of the cheaters who are already doing it. If it was a harsh enough ban to get them to stop doing it, not ban, a harsh enough penalty, whether that's like you're fucking with like the integrity of a game. So I'm pretty sure that's like a federal offense anyways. I'm not exactly sure on laws or how it works for games, to be fair, but I think unless there's a way to do one of those two things, you're never getting rid of cheating. It's always a losing battle because people are just reverse engineering code. And as people have said, I don't know if they said it in this one or a different one I watched, but there's code dumpers. Like people from companies just dump code out and give it away, like give out code early. I guess it's one of those things where it's like, oh, look at me, TMZ, we got the new big story, pay me for it. And then they get paid and they dump all these codes. I don't know exactly how it happens. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just think, I think if somebody cheats in a video game and gets caught, and it's like, you're cheating, you're breaking rules, honestly, I'm gonna have to look up, you know what? Let's look it up. Oh, we're already here. That's right. Let's see what it is. What is the punishment for cheating in a video game? In-game penalties and legal repercussions. With temporary or permanent bans from the game, loss of in-game progress, demotions, being kicked from servers. In some cases, developers may implement creative punishments like in-game events that penalize cheaters or makes the game unplayable. More severe cases like hacking or distributing cheats, legal action may be taken, including fines or even jail time, depending on the jurisdiction. What is? Do they have like a? Yeah, violation of terms and service and copyright infringement. Holy shit! And you can get a civil suit. That's crazy. So I'm curious how many years. Okay, well you can't some. Okay, for cheating. Cheating varies widely too. Okay, because let's cheating can breach users leading to legal action. Yeah, so it's like depending on the cheats you're using. Like if it's something in the game that's broken, probably not. And if people really wanted to, they could go after people who are wall hacking and whatnot. But that's not the point because we're not putting people in jail for wall hacking. I'm sure that that's just a way. I don't know. I see that as a slippery slope for the CIA and FBI to get in everybody's PCs and shit and keep an eye on them. And all right, you know what? Fuck it. People can cheat. I'm not going through fucking Watergate 2.0, fucking Ruby Ridge at the fucking internet. Hell no. Fuck this.
Because they eliminated
Stop talking
the
about
vast
it. We're giving them
majority
ideas.
of cheaters from the game. I applaud Riot Games, their anti-cheat team. This is a guy that works on the anti-cheat team. This guy flexes on Twitter about how much he said, oh, got detected 4K bans. I'm just getting warmed up. That's fucking aura, dude. That's fucking aura, dude. And then he came out at 12. Now it's 10 p.m. He got 4 more cheat vendors. He's got insider screenshot of these cheat fucking these cheat discords, these disgusting cheat discords, getting them banned, and he's flexing it on Twitter. And this is another guy on Riot Games targeting DMA cards, threatening DMA, which is using a second computer to cheat. That's how far people are going for this shit, by the way. But I applaud Riot for doing this, and that is why their games, in my opinion, are some of the most played in the world. It is undeniable that it is solid anti-cheat, and just allowing people to play the game is one of the best things you could do for a game's health and success, and should be the absolute priority of everyone involved. If we're playing a game that's inherently competitive and we revere people and pro play for how good they are, then how much of their skill, if they are possibly cheating, can be attributed to the unfair advantage of their cheats and thus ruin the entire point of the competition. PC checks have massive potential, but the general attitude of the administration, the development of the game, and the community towards the anti-cheat should be stringent. It shouldn't be looked down upon to call for a quick suspicion check. And for the side of Ubisoft, fuck it, dude. Make the most invasive anti-cheat known.
Nah, I don't agree with that necessarily. Like, if you're gonna, I feel like cheating, especially on a professional level, if you say somebody's like sus, like okay, like that was weird, you're playing at the highest level, bro. Like some shit's probably gonna happen to you, like that you didn't even know was possible. Like you're playing at the top 1% of the 1% of the 1%, right? So that I don't necessarily agree with that in that sense either. But if you come at somebody and say they're cheating, I don't that you got to come with proof. You can't just oh sus check. Hey, can we just check that real quick? No, dude. Like those are heavy allegations. If you do that, then you just seem like butthurt, sore loser, like a baby. If it blows up like the way it did here, the league should have already intervened. I don't agree with how this went down, but I don't think it. Yeah, no. Just because somebody's like, "Oh, I got shit on." Hey, man, like our team woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Like, can you check his PC? No, like that's not right. Those are heavy allegations. Like I said, you have to come with some proof or something that can at least be questioned, right? Because it's like, then where's your integrity? Just because this person may be better than you, I don't agree with that. I don't agree. No.
Demand and literally mine Bitcoin off my PC because I would rather have that than constantly question every single game whether I am against cheaters or not. And for PC checkers out there, if you are not weirdos or criminals or strange, immature people, I would love to support in any way the development of a safe, encrypted, secure script to check PCs without compromising user information in the process. Let's work together to make this game that I love a better place. Thank you.
Rainbow Six Siege is balancing.
Yeah, no, I agree. That was a good video. Did he do that? Like, he put this together all himself too? Because if so, that's crazy. That's crazy that he put it together all himself. Well, all right. Let's see. Okay. We